Hello Magic community, welcome to my channel, where we will be doing deck techs, openings and much more. Today we will be doing a turn 1 infinite mill for black. Let's jump right in. We will be playing a mono black mill, so we will be using 20 swamps for our land base. We will be running 4 Altar of the Brood, which is a 1-drop artifact with whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills a card. This is a necessity for the turn 1 win. We will run 4 Dark Rituals, which is also a 1-drop that makes 3 black mana. This is also a necessity for the turn 1 win. We will have 4 Dimmer Machinations, which is a sorcery for 3. That says, look at the top 3 cards of target player's library, exile any number of those cards, then put the rest back in any order. With Transmute 3. Transmute means if you pay the 3 and discard this card, you may search your library for a card and reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. You do not need this to get the turn 1 win. We will have 4 Keeper of Malacca. It is a 2/2 for 2, with Kicker for 1. When Gatekeeper of Malacca enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, target player sacrifices a creature. This is not needed for the turn 1 win. We will have 4 Heartless Summoning. It costs 2 to put in, and creature spells cost 2 less to cast. But all creatures you control have -1/-1. This will be needed for the turn 1 win. We shall have 4 Magus of the Bridge, which is a 4/4 creature with, whenever a non-token creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. But whenever a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, exile Magus of the Bridge. This is good if you don't have Altar of the Brood in play, but it is not needed for the turn 1 win. We will have 4 Murders for removal, for the times when there is not a turn 1 win, which is also important for you to know, because you won't always get a turn 1 win. There is only a 15.67% chance of you getting that turn 1 win. But it will at least happen in turn 3 or 4. We will have 4 Mer Retrievers. It is a 1/1 for 2. Its ability is, when Mer Retriever dies, return another target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. This is the most important card in the deck and will be a necessity for the turn 1 win. We will use 4 Sign in Blood, which is a 2-drop which says target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life, which will help us get the cards we need for the turn 1 win if we do not get all of them. This is not a necessity for the turn 1 win. We will have 4 White of Precinct 6, which is a 1/1 for 2, but gets +1/+1 for each creature in your opponent's graveyard, which is good because we are running a mill deck, but it is not needed for the turn 1 win. What you're going to need in your starting hand is a swamp, 1 Dark Ritual, 1 Altar of the Brood, 1 Heartless Summoning, and 2 Mer Retrievers. What you're going to do is you're going to play the swamp. You're going to tap the swamp to create 1 black mana. Then you will play Dark Ritual and add 3 black mana to your mana pool. Then, with 1 mana, you will play Altar of the Brood. Then, you will play with the last 2 mana Heartless Summoning. When that enters, your opponent mills one card. Because of Heartless Summoning, you can play Mer Retriever for free. As it enters, your opponents mill one card. But because of Heartless Summoning, and because Mer Retriever is a 1/1, the Mer Retriever will die as it enters. Then you will play the second Mer Retriever, and as that enters, your opponent will mill a card. Then, as it enters, Mer Retriever will die. But when Mer Retriever dies, it returns another target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. Then you will retrieve the second Mer Retriever. Once you bring that one back to your hand, you will cast it. And the process will go on, with as that one enters, you mill a card, and it dies, bringing the other one back. You will repeat this process until your opponent has milled their whole deck out. And then, once it is their turn once more, they will lose. This does not happen every time, but it is fun to see the look on their faces when it does. Please check out Bad Boy Gaming or Bad Boy MTG, where I found this deck and changed it slightly. But the link to his channel will be in the description. Thanks for watching. Come back next time.